guys, today we are going to be talking about some things that I'm currently reading, what I've read recently, and what I'm planning on reading. You know, like a super chill kind of video, very sporadic. Yeah, I have like quite a few books to talk about today actually. I just thought I'd do this kind of as a reading update for the beginning of July. June was the best reading month out of the year. I don't know how many books I read exactly, but I read like more than I've read for the rest of the year. So I thought I'd just kind of talk about it and get on here and let's discuss. So first to talk about probably should have brought this up before I started filming. So to start off with what I've read since my last wrap up, I've read 2 books actually, which is great. I don't know. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. First, I listened to Pet. Ooh, Penny. First, I listened to Pet. This was for the Blackathon in the weekend of June 19th, but I got very busy, so I only was able to listen to like maybe an hour and a half, and it's 5 hours. And I was like, yeah, I love it. I really, okay. I don't know why I segued into like that, but I really liked it. I really liked it. I actually already want to reread it. It's just okay, first of all, the writing, loved it. Okay, I don't want to get too much into it because obviously that's for the wrap-up, but just to kind of talk about it, I really liked the writing. First of all, the writing was just beautiful. Second of all, I liked the characters a lot, and the plot. Plot is a really big thing for me, so I think the fact that the plot was very nice was, I think, a great thing. So that's kind of what I want to say right now, but that's like, basically, I just want to reread it. I will put trigger warnings in the description of certain topics because there are trigger warnings for this, and I can't exactly remember what they are right now. I want to be precise, so I'll put them in the description, but if you haven't read this one already, please read it. After that, I finally, okay, so here we have Asylum. This one I already read in 2016. And I really, really liked it then. Back then, I used to like read and rate things as enjoyment as opposed to like critical reading. I decided last year that I wanted to continue on with the series. So I started rereading it in May. But the thing is, I got really busy. Even though it was like summer, I just ended up just not. I got busy. I wasn't motivated to read it or anything. So I put it down. 11 months later, here I am. I picked it up again. And I only had like 80 pages left to read. So I just read it as like the beginning of my pop culture readathon TBR. I don't know if you can see that, but I already like have Asylum all colored in and whatnot, which is super cute. Yeah, I finished this at the beginning of the month, and I thought it was a great start. I felt really motivated to read, kind of segueing into my next read. I do have I have issues with this book, but I also still really liked it. I think my rating went down a star, so I gave it like 4 stars. Again, I'll talk about it more in my wrap-up, but make sure to watch for that. If you haven't already seen my last wrap-up, link it up in the description. And it's there. I think it's up there, yeah. Because I like really getting into books and kind of analyzing it. Oh yeah, this is very nostalgic for me. I have, even though it was only like 4 years ago, I have like, obviously everybody has these like certain ideas and pictures in their mind about the movie that they create for each book. And so it was really nice to like go and visit back the specific setting I spent in this place 4 years ago. Next, I want to talk about the books that I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading How to Read Literature Like a Professor. This was my first summer read. I'll talk about the rest of my summer reads and like the upcoming reads I'm doing, but this one's by Thomas C. Foster. It's just basically like an analysis on different symbols and themes and tropes in classic literature. We have to read this for school, for AP Literature. The amount of times I just said literature is kind of funny. All of this annotating is not my thoughts, okay? I'm not like that chaotic. I'm not that specific with my annotating. We have homework. That's how I annotate my school books. I usually do it along with the homework that we have. So we have homework, and we have like 5 different things we have to do for notes, because we have to take notes for each chapter, which is the homework. And then we also have questions. So the orange ones answers the specific questions she gave us, and then the pink ones are like examples, quotes and stuff to back up the summary that I have to write for each chapter. The yellow ones are questions, so I have like questions on each one. Oh no. And then the blue ones are thesis, and I usually go back and see what the thesis, or like what the perfect representation of the thesis of the chapter is. So there's that. I'm 164 pages through out of, I want to say 302 pages, because there's like extras and stuff, so like actually 302 pages of reading. It's taking me so long to get through this. The thing is, I really like the author's voice, and I really like the humor. I like his perspective on things, but he goes on and rambles a lot, and he'll list like examples upon examples upon examples of the specific trope that he's talking about or symbol, and it kind of gets tedious. I mean, I'm getting really good book recommendations, but like, I don't know, it's just really hard to read paragraphs upon paragraphs of explanations, so that's why I'm like very slowly getting through this. And hopefully I could finish it by the end of this week. I'm also currently rereading, this is why I can't get through my TBR, because I just keep rereading books that I really, really like. So I'm rereading Fablehaven. I read this, God, I couldn't even tell you, 2017, 2015 maybe? I think it was 2015. I got the entire box set a long time ago. I don't know why. I wasn't, if anything, I wasn't really a big fantasy fan then either. I'm not really one now, but there's an appeal to the story. I think it was the last book. I just really wanted to cover the last book, which sounds dumb, but oh well, I have the series now. So yeah, I read this one a long time ago, really liked it. Again, I read it for enjoyment, and I think I gave it a 5 stars. I checked Goodreads, and I think I originally gave it a 5 stars when I read it. So now I'm rereading it because I'm planning on reading the 2nd and the 3rd book in June as a part of my pop culture readathon TVR. I'm actually annotating it now. Like I said earlier, I want to be more of a critical book reviewer and whatnot, so annotating things that are kind of getting me a little, they just give me like this weird vibe. Just want to check it with myself. Let's see. This one just says colonizer, so just little remarks I have for little things like that. This one's a really slow read too, so it's kind of taking me a little bit to get through, but like when I binge read it, when I get myself time to like binge read it and whatnot, I typically can get through like 50 pages because the font is huge. So I'm on page 92 out of like 350, which is what, 27-ish%, something like that, I don't know. Imagine I actually got the percentage right. Genius. So to talk about what I'm reading next, oh wait, no, I'm not finished with what I'm currently reading. The Detectagon the Detectathon started today for me. So the first read that I'm going to start today, when I'm like sewing or whatever, is Ivy Aberdeen's Letters to the World, I think it is. I'm excited for it, I guess. I don't know. I just haven't read Middle Grade in a hot second. That one's going to be cute to read. Also, the story sounds really interesting, so I'm excited to read that one. I'm going to listen to it. Oh, I haven't finished Lolita. There's an update on that, so moving on to what I'm reading next. After I read and finish How to Read Literature Like a Professor, I'm going to read The Plague by Albert Camus. This one, I love the cover of this actually. It makes so much sense. It just makes so much sense. She hasn't given us notes or anything to read and look at. We kind of just have to read this and analyze it ourselves, I guess, which is fine. So I'm excited to read this one. I've heard really good things about Camus' writing. We also have to read The Mask of the Red Death. We have to read an essay, and we have to read a poem. So I think we have to finish all of that by July 22nd, which is really cute, and I can't wait to do that. Also, like I said, it's the Detectathon, so after I read Aberdeen's Letters to the World, I'm going to read Madness Mimic. For the most part, all the books I have on my Detectathon TBR are very short, or they're audiobooks. So they're pretty easy to finish. yes, I think that's basically what I want to reread next. This is like stopping me from reading my actual July TBR. It's okay though, it's all for a motive. And then I wanted to talk about a couple books I've gotten recently since my last book haul. I've gotten The Stolen Child and Memento Park, both from Dollar Tree, which is really cute, so just thought I'd show these to you. The reason I'm not telling you what they're about is because I have no idea. I just really liked the cover of this one, and I felt like an adult thriller in my life. I don't know, this has like magic or something in it. I don't know, but now I own these. We are young. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you're currently reading and whatnot. I just thought I'd do a little update for you guys, and subscribe, like the video, talk to me, let's talk about books and stuff. I like talking about books. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.